here with my mom, and tonight we are going to be making a fabulous dinner. We're doing a surf and turf with a filet and some, what is it, crab legs?
Crab legs.
And 3 fabulous sides. What are the sides, Mom?
So I'm making 3 things. So I have Brussels sprouts, Brussels shavings, which is a little bit different than eating Brussels sprouts. We're gonna do that with some bacon. I've got a new pepper that I love. It's called Shishito Pepper that Katherine has never tried. And I'm gonna make her some Shishito Peppers. I love to have those with steak. And then okra. If you have never had okra, and you always worry it's gonna be slimy, this is a great way to have it. So I'm gonna cook some okra in the oven, and we're gonna try all 3 of those to go with our surf and turf tonight.
So I'm going to bring you along while we make this delicious surf and turf fabulous meal tonight, because I am so excited about it. And we're gonna show you how we make all of the sides, how we're cooking the meat and the crab legs. So let's get right into it.
So I'm getting the okra ready. So I bought the okra in a container, and I'm just cutting off, it's fresh okra, and I'm cutting off each end, so the front end and the back end, and I'm just gonna cut it up into about 1/2-inch sections. So I'm putting all this in my bowl, and y'all, let me show you my bowl. My bowl is my Tupperware bowl, my yellow Tupperware bowl. I have had this since before I got married, so Lord only knows how many recipes have been made in this bowl, but I have loved it. So it's my yellow Tupperware bowl. I have new ones. I have the new ones in the different colors, but I think it's like my cast iron. I think it has all the remnants of some of my favorite recipes in it, or the memory, and so it makes them all good every time I use that bowl. So I'm just gonna chop up my okra and put it in there, and I'll show y'all what I'm doing next after I get it all chopped up. All right, for the okra, I'm gonna season it with my Lowry's seasoned pepper. I'm gonna just put seasoned pepper on it because it has a little extra peppery spice there. I happen to like it. I like my okra a little bit on a tiny spicier side. And I'm gonna use sea salt. What am I using? My Morton sea salt. For some reason on a recipe like this, I like my salt in bigger chunks. And then olive oil. So, you know, some of you've probably already made recipes like this with broccoli or with cauliflower or Brussels sprouts, because we cook those other vegetables like this too. And one day we just decided to do okra this way, and y'all, it is so good. I love okra anyway, and this crisp it up perfect. It's not all fried and breaded, because we love fried okra, but it still gave us that crispy taste, and we're just gonna stick it in the oven here in a little while. All right, so y'all, the okra, you can see, got a little bit of a olive oil sheen to it with the seasoned pepper and the sea salt. And all I'm gonna do is spread it out on a pan. And y'all, this might look like a lot of okra, but it shrinks to about half the size that you put on the pan. So it's gonna be about half of this when you take it out of the oven, because it's so full of moisture. Okra's in the pan, and I just want to update you. I looked at my notes, and it's 425 for about 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm going to put the okra in the oven at 425, heat it up, and I'm just going to put it in here. I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes so that in 5 minutes I can stir it up and just kind of turn it over. Now, back to the rest of the prep that's going on. I want to show you what we've done. I am gonna make a shaved Brussels sprouts with bacon and onions. So I'm heating up my bacon grease. I moved it over here because I've got to cook on the other side with my crab legs. But I've chopped up an onion, and I'm getting ready to take some of the bacon and add it back to the pot and put this chopped onion and let it all cook together.
It has been a couple minutes, so Mom is just stirring up the okra, so it's gonna get roasted on all the sides.
All right, y'all, first I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm drinking. You see the mint leaves in the bottom of this tea? My neighbor gave me a big old batch of fresh mint yesterday and told me to come help myself anytime. So this may be my new obsession. I make tea in my coffee pot, and I put the mint leaves in there when I made some fresh tea, and I'm having iced tea with these fresh mint leaves, and this is so darn good. Try it if you've never tried it, but she gave me that fresh mint, made it a suggestion. that we make some tea like that, and it is delicious. So Catherine, thanks for making that for me. I'm making the king crab legs. Since Catherine was coming to town, I was trying to think of something she doesn't have all the time, and Cody's allergic to shellfish, so she wanted some crab legs, and I bought some from Schwann's, the Schwann's king crab legs, and I'm just going to show you what I'm doing with them. I've got my roasting pot, because it's the pot that is perfect, the size for the crab legs, and I put my just the roasting pan pieces down in the bottom. It's going to keep them from laying on the bottom and burning. I'm just going to put in here about, I don't know, a pour. That's
an
probably
ounce.
Okay, about a pour. Catherine thinks it's about an ounce of seasoning in here. So it's the crab boil. So it's my Louisiana crawfish, shrimp, and crab boil.
Let me see. Hold it there. Let me see. There we go.
And
Cool.
some salt in the water. So actually these crab claws become pre-cooked. They come to us pre-cooked and cracked. So they're pre-scored, which makes them really easy to eat. And what I'm going to do, though, is I just want them to have a little extra flavor. So when the water's boiling, I'm going to add it to it. It'll just kind of absorb some of this crab boil flavor real quick. Got some prep happening here. Let me tell you what we're doing. So I chopped up this purple onion. I'm going to add it to my, making the Brussels sprouts right now, the shaved Brussels sprouts with bacon and balsamic vinegar. I'm going to add it to my pot, let the onion cook a little bit.
Until it's translucent.
Yep. I chopped up, what did I chop up? It's like
Maybe quarter of an.
a fourth of a big old purple onion. I pulled out my last yellow onion, it was bad. So I decided to use a purple onion. It's going to give a little bit stronger flavor, but that's okay. My water's getting ready to start to boil for the crab claws, so I'm getting ready to put the crab claws in there. What I have happening here is in this pot, can you see this pot?
Mm-hmm.
Love that pot. So for the shishito peppers, basically you saute them, and I've got some olive oil all heated up.
Ooh.
The water was in that pan. Yeah, a little dampness. So my onions are getting translucent. I'm going to turn that down. I'm cooking that about medium. Getting ready to put my crab claws in the boiling water. It's almost at a rolling boil over here with the crab claws. Onions are almost ready. The peppers, you just basically add to the oil and you saute. You see how they're starting to crisp up on the edges?
And blister.
What is that called?
Blister.
They start to blister. So what you're going for is a blister. These onions are almost ready. I'm going to add, I don't know, a handful of bacon.
About half a cup maybe, and she's going to pull it apart.
I'm going to stir in the bacon. I am going to add Brussels sprouts.
A whole bag of shaved Brussels sprouts.
And I've never cooked shaved Brussels sprouts before, so I had to look up what I could do with them. And this is the one that was actually, where are these from? These are HEB shaved Brussels sprouts, and they have a recipe on the back. That's the recipe I'm using off the back of these Brussels sprouts. And I'm just going to let them cook there and get crispy and caramelized. So I'll be stirring those while I'm stirring the other things. And the last thing I'm going to add is some balsamic vinegar. I love this balsamic vinegar. This one, I think, my brother-in-law brought this one back to me from this trip to Rome, Italy last year. And this one is, I think it's like handmade by nuns or something. Anyway, it's got a story. I don't remember what the story was. It's in Italian. But look at this bottle. My bottle is just beautiful. Look at that bottle.
Awesome.
But it has a great, great flavor. So I've just added it to those Brussels sprouts, and those are going to sit there and cook. The peppers are going to sit here and blister. I'm going to give them a stir. And I am going to add the crab legs. Remember, they're pre-cooked already. My whole point is just to get them to absorb some of the extra spicier flavor, because we have a lot of Louisiana roots in my family, and we like our food with a little bit extra spice.
Everything is cooking. My mom is a champ when it comes to cooking like everything at once. So yeah, dinner is coming together and it's going to be fabulous thanks to this wonderful chef right here. For those of y'all wondering, this is how the Shishito Peppers are spelled. And what it says is you can grill, broil, or pan roast them. And it says 1 out of 10 of these mild peppers could be hot.
They're very mild. If you get a hot one, woo-wee! It is a hot one, but they are so full of flavor. I had them at a restaurant one time. I just loved them so much. I wanted Katherine to try them.
So interesting that, you know, most of them are mild, but there is a couple out there that are a little spicy. And she's just over here blistering them to perfection, as the package says. I added a little bit of salt and pepper into the Brussels sprout saute.
Oh, they look good, don't they?
And they're just about done.
Perfect, yeah. I bet that pot really helped, because I know anything I make in Grandma's pot is gonna turn out good.
We've let the fillets come to room temperature, and I'm about to season them with a little bit of this pink salt as well as a little bit of pepper. You really don't want to season fillets with much more than that, or else you just are going to ruin the flavor of this delicious cut of meat. We've got Dad out here on steak duty, so he is putting the fillets on the grill and he's in charge of cooking the steaks. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for these fillets. It's gonna be so, so good. Thanks, Grill Master Dad. Bo, are you helping too? Are you helping cook the steaks? We are headed out here to check on the temperature of the steaks. So we want our fillets at about a medium heat or medium cookness, and you want it to be about 155 for the internal temperature to be at a medium doneness. And then when you pull it off, it'll raise about 5 more degrees and it'll be absolutely cooked to perfection. So if you have not invested in a meat thermometer, that little tool that costs maybe 10 bucks on Amazon will ensure that you have a perfect steak every single time.
I think we're good.
Yum. Look at these. Wow, can't wait to eat them.
All right, so look at these Shishito peppers. They're all nice and blistered up on their skin. I'm gonna put a squeeze of lemon and add some salt. Michael, you wanna put the salt in for me? Put the salt in. Put some salt in there. I'm gonna use some Himalayan pink sea salt that I had. Now I'm just gonna squeeze a lemon on it. Stir it up, and these are ready to serve. Stir it. A little lemon, a little sea salt, you just pick them up and you just eat them. They are really good. So those yellow ones are the ones that are gonna be the hot ones, so I'm not gonna eat those. But see how that skin is, can you see how nice and blistered up that skin is? They are just so good. You know what they're good for too? Tomorrow morning, they are really good chopped up in some eggs.
So Mom is currently draining all the water out of the crab legs. They've been steaming for what, maybe 10 to 15 minutes or so?
10 minutes or so.
Not too long, just enough to get them not frozen anymore and absorbing some of that delicious crab boil flavor. Ooh, that fogged up my camera.
So we're gonna serve dinner tonight on our Tupperware trays, and y'all, so we have a long history of Tupperware in my family. My mama was a Tupperware lady for 20 plus years, like an award-winning Tupperware sales lady, and she thinks that Katherine should sell Tupperware. That's one of the things she thinks Katherine should do. But these Tupperware trays are one of my favorite things to serve food on. I'm gonna pull out a big old stack of them for the fish fry tomorrow. So that's my Tupperware tray. I think they come in different colors these days, and we're gonna use that. I melted some Kerrygold butter to go with the crab claws. We've got the Shishito peppers, kind of perfected with the whatever, what do we call it?
Blister.
Got the Brussels sprouts, and where's the steak, Katherine? In the
Crab
microwave?
legs.
Crab legs. These fillets.
Over here, the fillets.
So let's pull them out, and it's time to fix a plate. Let's eat.
Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum.
Come on, Daddy.
All right, we've got everything laid out and it is ready to be served. We got our fillets, we got our crab legs, we got our blistered shishito peppers, we got our bacon and Brussels sprouts, and our fried okra.
No, oven fried okra.
Oven, well, it's oven fried okra, or roasted okra, that's the
roasted
word.
okra.
And some melted butter to go along with the crab legs. This is a feast. Yum. Well guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. It's always so much fun to be able to cook with my mom and share some of her recipes with y'all, because it seems like y'all love to see her from time to time. But it's so much fun to make memories in the kitchen. It was a wonderful evening of just getting to eat a fabulous meal with my parents, and it was just so much fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed this surf and turf fabulous meal that we made. It was so good. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't done so. And I will see y'all again real soon with another video. Bye guys.